Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are coming to learn about regression and how to run a regression analysis in Microsoft Excel. Alright, so thank you very much for sticking to my channel if you are already a subscriber to the channel. And please subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And also consider liking the video and sharing it with others if you find it useful. Alright, so in this particular video, we are coming to look at regression. And what is regression? Simply put, regression is just a specific machine learning model that is used to make predictions or forecasts. So, as you know on my channel, we look at how to make financial predictions, how to forecast financial statements, and how to run analysis on your financial statements and all that. We have covered all of that on this particular channel. So, it is just right for us to look at how to run regression analysis on other data that might come in handy. All right, so that is the reason why we are trying to look at regression in this particular model or in this particular video. So regression is just a machine learning model that is used to make predictions or used to make forecasts, and we have different types of regressions. We have the simple linear regression, we have the multiple linear regression, and all of that. Okay, so that is what we have. So we are coming to look at in this particular video, what we are coming to do is that we are coming to look at specifically how to run regression with Microsoft Excel's inbuilt add-in called the analysis Toolpak, and we are also coming to look at how to run regression using an add-in provided by one professor called Robert Null. Okay, Robert Now, or whatever you want to call it, is a noun. So we call this particular add-in RegressIt. Okay, RegressIt. As you can see on this particular tab on my Excel worksheet here. So this is what we call RegressIt. So we are coming to learn how to run regression using those two tools. All right, so the first one we want to look at is the analysis Toolpak. So how do we run regression on the analysis Toolpak? So remember, the focus of this particular video is to run the simple linear regression, okay, and then a multiple linear regression. So in any case, we are looking at just linear regressions. All right, we are looking at linear regressions. All right, so let's go to the task that we have at hand. So the task we have here, our focus is we want to look at how the level of experience of a player impacts their performance. All right, so that is what we are coming to look at. How does the level of experience of a player impact their performance? So we have the table here. We have player 1 up to 25, and we have their experience levels from running between 1 and 10 years. All right, and then their performance scores out of 100. All right, and they are also here. So we want to look at whether there is a relationship between the experience level of a player and their performance, and also look at whether the performance of the player depends on the level of experience. So that's what we are coming to do in this particular section. So we are going to look at that using the Toolpak. So to be able to use the analysis Toolpak, I have already done it, but let me show you the steps. So you have to go to your Excel file. This is the file here. Go to options and then add-ins. So let's go to that place. So I'll come to file, go to options, and that's going to open this particular Excel options tab, and then I'll come to add-ins here, and coming to add-ins, you would be asked to so you come here, go, and then as you can see, you see add-ins. All right, and then this is the analysis toolpak. So I have selected that, and then you just hit OK. Immediately you do that, you can have access to the analysis toolpak. So quickly, to be able to analyze my data, I have the steps here. So you go to your data tab on your Excel sheet. So I'll come to my data tab here, and then you are going to go to data analysis. All right, this is my data analysis on the right hand corner here, and under the analysis tab. So I'll click my analysis here, and this is going to open the analysis dialog here for me. So let me just place it at the top right here. Good. And then the next step is to select the particular task we want to perform. So in this particular video, as you can see, we have various tasks you can perform. You can perform descriptive analysis, covariance, correlation, exponential smoothing, and all that. Okay, but in this particular video, we want to run regression. So I'll pick my regression there and hit OK, and that is going to bring out the regression analysis here. And then what I want to do is to, because I have done this before, the values I've selected are still there. All right, so let's start all over again. So we have the regression tab here, and the first argument here is saying the input y range. The input y range. Now in regression, we designate our variables using y and x. Okay, now the y here is talking about our output variable. Okay, the output variable is talking about the variable that you are trying to predict. Okay, the output, the variable you are trying to predict here, or the target variable, as you can see here. So, and our target variable is the performance score, because we want to look at how the performance of the player will change based on their experience level. So that is our target score. So I'm coming to select everything here. Remember, include the data label. Okay, the data label or the header. I have to include that. So I'll hit here and close that. And then also I'm coming to select my input range, which is X. And the X here is the independent variable, is the variable that is predicting the target variable. Okay, and that is our experience level here. So what impact is experience level having on performance score? That is exactly what you are doing here. So I've selected that, and then because I've selected my labels, I have to check the labels here, and then also I'll check my experience and confidence level. The confidence level, don't worry, you are going to use ChatGPT to be able to do that. Okay, so in this particular video, you are coming to actually looking at how to run the regression using both Excel and then ChatGPT. So let's continue. So the we have the output options here. So it's asking us where we want to output our results. So we can just select new worksheet. Okay, and then we're going to select residuals. Make sure you have ticked residuals, the residual plot here as well. Tick that, and then also tick the line fit plot here. Okay, and then you can hit OK. Then this is going to open out the regression tab for me, which is a new sheet here. So as you can see, this is the summary output. This is the summary output, and this is the output results. So we have some tables here. This is the regression statistics. So quick statistics on our regression analysis here. I can even expand that to see whatever we are having there. And then we also have this ANOVA table here, and we can see all of these. So this is where ChatGPT can come in handy. So you might not know how to interpret these particular tables in Microsoft Excel. So what you can do is that you can just remember this particular table is what is represented on the charts we are seeing here. Okay, so with the charts, you can even edit some of the elements here. So Let's click here and let us see if we can change the chat type. Okay, so you can even go around this and change whatever you want to do there. All right, so you can always do that, change everything like that. Okay, so you can play around all of this, but my main focus here is how to interpret this using ChatGPT. So quickly, what I can do is to just select the entire tables here. So let me just leave out the residual output there and then select everything here, copy, Control C, and then I'm coming to my Google Chrome here with ChatGPT opened. I'll just come here and paste that particular thing I have copied. Okay, and then all I'll ask ChatGPT to do is to interpret the above regression results. Interpret the above regression results, and then I'll just hit enter. And ChatGPT is going to read meaning into whatever I have inputted here, and is going to generate the interpretation of each of the results here. So you might not know how to interpret the results, but ChatGPT is going to do that precisely for you. So as you can see, the regression result provided in the table summarizes the relationship between experience level, years, and the dependent variable, which is not specified, but we'll assume it might be performance. Sorry. Okay, so that is what ChatGPT is saying here. So the regression result has not actually indicated our output variable. So it's saying that multiple R. This is the correlation coefficient which measures the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two variables. In this case, it indicates a very weak positive correlation between experience level and our performance score, all right, which has not been detected by ChatGPT. Okay, and then it has all of that adjusted R squared. Okay, then the ANOVA table, analysis of variance, that's the ANOVA. So regression of DF, the degree of freedom related to the number of predictors. Okay, residual DF, the degree of freedom related to. So it has interpreted every result here for us. And if you don't understand a particular interpretation, you can even go ahead and tell it to give you a further explanation of that particular result. All right. So this is how you can use Microsoft Excel and ChatGPT to run your regression analysis. Then quickly, so that is how you can use the analysis Toolpak within Microsoft Excel to perform your regression analysis. All right, so we come to RegressIt. Okay, now when you look at the analysis Toolpak, let's go back there. When you look at the analysis Toolpak, you could see that the task was limited, or it was limited by the number of input variables. Okay, the variables you can input into the model, it was limited to only two variables. That is the input variable and then the output or the target variable. Okay, so let's look at that again. So as you can see, it's just input range and then the target variable as well as the input variable, okay, or the predictor variable or the independent variable. Okay, but when you come to RegressIt, you are more there is allowance for you to pick more than one predictor variables. All right, so in this particular scenario, we have added another um, data here, which is training hours. So in this particular one, we are coming to look at how experience level in years and training hours impact the performance score of a player in a particular match. That is what we are coming to do, and this is possible using the RegressIt. So first of all, let's look at how you can download and install RegressIt in Microsoft Excel as an add-in. So to do that, kindly go to the regressit.com/index.html. I'm going to leave this particular link in the video description, so you can download, you can follow it, and then download the RegressIt file and then install it on your Microsoft on your computer. So first of all, you need to go to this particular link here, and then you have to download what you call the RegressIt xlam. Okay, xlam is .xlam file in a folder. Okay, and then you can name the folder RegressIt. I have done all of this. That's why I'm just teaching you the step-by-step way of doing it. And then you can install the add-in by going to File Options. So this is File, going to File Options, go, and then browse to find the xlam file that you have saved on your computer. And then you should now see the RegressIt add-in in the toolbar here. So as you can see, I have done it. So I have the RegressIt tab on my toolbar. All right, so that is it. So quickly, let me go to the tab here. This is going to open the RegressIt window for me here. So I have the RegressIt here. You can read about RegressIt. Okay, it's a powerful Excel add-in which performs multivariate descriptive data analysis and regression analysis with high quality table and chart outputs in native Excel formats. Okay, that is it. And then you can come to the free download here. Okay, and then you can download this particular. If you are using PC, you can download it from the PC download page. If you are using Mac, you can download it from RegressIt Mac download page. And also you can, this is an alternative one, RegressIt Logistic. You can download that, and you can follow the rest of the instructions I have already given. Okay, so let me just close this. So that is how to install and download. So this is what I'm saying. After you have saved the RegressIt analysis, the RegressIt file on your computer, come to File here, go to Options, and come to Add-ins. Then you can come here as Go, and you should see browse here. So you can browse, and then you locate your add-ins. Okay, you locate your add-ins where the particular place you have saved your RegressIt inside that particular folder, and then you just click OK, and that is going to bring your RegressIt here, and then you can check it here and hit OK. So that is it. So let me just cancel this since I have done it already. Now remember that to be able to use RegressIt effectively, you need to close all your File Explorer windows. Okay, all File Explorer windows need to be closed for RegressIt to function properly. Okay, so now with that said, let us look at how we are going to perform that. So first of all, you need to select your data. So a simple way of selecting data is to use Control Shift, then I'll use the arrow keys to be able to do that. So to be able to quickly select any data in Excel, hit Control plus Shift plus your arrow keys. So here I'm going to use my right arrow and then the down arrow. That's going to select my entire table for me. And then coming to my RegressIt tab here, I'll come, first of all, I need to create names. So this is the RegressIt tab. You can see descriptive statistics, linear regression, logistic regression. This is all you can perform. Then we have other ones that you can play with. So do make sure to play around all the tabs here, and then you will see amazing stuff here. It can do amazing things. You can even import an R script. Okay, this is R. You can import R scripts and all that. So it's a very powerful tool that is used for regression and other statistical analysis. So I'll come here, and to be able to use RegressIt, I need to create names. How do you do that? Selecting my data, I'll come to create names here. As you can see here, hit that, And what are my names? The names are the top rows here as well as the player names here. So I'll check my top row, which it has correctly detected. All right, my top row as well as the left column. So I'll hit OK. So that means that I have created names and now I'm ready to use RegressIt. So let me just click that. Okay. So selecting my data back, I can come to RegressIt and I'll hit on descriptive statistics. Okay. And then with the descriptive statistics, I'm going to um, select all my data here. That's the instruction there. I'm going to select all my data there, and I want to output. So you can actually have all of that, and I'm going to output scatter plots as well as I say show simple regression lines and also histogram plot here. Okay, and then I think that is it for now. So let's run it and see what you are going to get here. Okay, so I'll just run that, and that is going to appear in a new tab for me. So we are just waiting for it to open a new tab for us. Sorry, a new sheet. Okay, that's going to input it on a new sheet for us here. So as you can see, it has we have all of that, and then I can open everything here. So let me just expand this. So that's my descriptive statistics, and then we also have the histogram plots here, and then we also have correlation metrics and the scatter plots. So what is the scatter plot doing here? The scatter plot is looking at each of the variables. Okay, so this is experience level with experience level. So you see that there's a perfect correlation between the same variable because it's comparing the same variable here. And then this is experience level with performance score. So as you can see, there is still a positive, some kind of positive relationship between experience level and performance score. And then this is experience level and training hours. Now remember, this is the independent variable against another independent variable. And in statistics, we call that um, multicollinearity. Okay, we call it multicollinearity. So that is a situation where the input variables are correlated. Okay, so that's just another thing here there. And then we also have performance score. So that is how that is what the scatter plot is trying to depict here for us. Okay, so the ones with the perfect correlation here, perfect positive correlation, is the variables against their own selves. Okay, as you can see here. All right, so that's just by the way. So this is how you can quickly run descriptive statistics with a bit of graphs to indicate your to have some insight into your data. Okay, so that is how powerful RegressIt can be. So that is just by the way. Now the second thing we want to do is to run the regression model itself. So how do we do that? Let's selecting my data again. I'll go to I'll go to RegressIt and I'm going to select linear regression here. So I'm going to select that, and that is going to bring out my linear regression table here for me. And what I'm going to do is what is my dependent variable? So my dependent variable is the performance score here. And then my independent variable. So as you can see here, I can pick more than one independent variable. So I'll pick my experience level and then training hours. Those are my independent variables. And what do I want? I want some this is actually big, so my instructions have been, so let me just put that for now. So what you want to do is you are going to select all the options marked with star. Okay, so let's come here. The options marked with star are actually the options that are compulsory. Okay, they are relevant. So line fit plots, I'm going to select that. Um, Actual and predicted with observation, I'm going to select that. Select all of this. So everything with stars, I'm going to select that. And then what again do we have here? So we don't have any other thing there. And then let's run it and see. So that is also going to be output on a different sheet for me. So we are just waiting for it to run, and we are going to look at that. So this is how powerful RegressIt can be. So this is our regression analysis. So as you can see, we have the R squared here, adjusted R squared, and all that, standard deviation, fitted, missing, critical, confidence level, and all that. So we also have our standard errors, t statistic, p values. Then we have the lower range, upper, and all that. So this is all that we have here. We have the standard coefficients and all that. Okay, so we have everything output here for us. It is so amazing. Okay, it's so amazing. And as I said, if you don't know how to interpret this, that is where ChatGPT comes in. Okay, you just copy this table here, paste it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to do the analysis for you, as we have already seen in this particular example. So this is how you use Microsoft Excel to perform regression analysis, and also use the ChatGPT function to interpret the output of the regression analysis for you. So thank you very much for your time in this particular video. I hope you have learned how to run regression in this particular video. In the next video, you are going to look at how to run regression with Python. Okay, you are going to use the Jupyter Notebook. We are going to look at the various libraries that are available within Jupyter Notebook. The Python libraries such as Pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, scatter plots, and all that. So we are going to look at that, and then we are going to dive right into it. So thank you very much. I will see you in the next video.